Hello all. Today I am making this video for the RSC exam preparation and learning perspective, and as you can see this is my lab environment. Let's first reset all the system. I'm going to reset all the systems. So you can see these are the systems available in this lab. Server A, server B, server C, server D. These are the four managed nodes are available. Let's check the status. Yeah, all are running. And let me ping to server A. This will take some time. Let's wait for that to come this system online. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you the RSC questions, what the questions will ask in the RSC exam. So there would be 15 questions available here, and 15 question will ask in the RSC exam. So these are all the questions. Okay, so let's check the whether the workstation is available or not. Yeah, now you can see it is pinging. So let me access that very first. SSH because of the key handshake. So here in this environment, let me show you. These are all the consoles, and you can see. 1 minute. Yeah, this is my lab environment, and the workstation here we are going to use as a control node of Ansible, and A, B, C, D, we will use these four servers as the managed nodes. So rest of the other servers are for different perspective for the network to provide the network and taking care of other things. So we will work only in the workstation, and the other four servers are the managed nodes. Um, so you may get four or five servers or six servers in the RSC exam. Yeah. So let's start. First, yeah. So I'm going to run one script here. Well, first, let me check. Ansible is here, version 2.8. So yeah. So let me check. So what this script will do, this will simply prepare the environment for all the nodes with the password and all these things set up with the admin user. So admin user here we have to use in the entire, this lab environment. And this will create, the partition also, the on the server A, B, C. Here you can see, and in the server D, it will server B, it will create 1 GB. So this is all for the, lab environment preparation perspective. So that's it. Let's continue. This will create the directory, chown admin, and at last you can see it is removing the Ansible package also. So as per the question, we need to install the, you know Ansible package. Here you can see install and configure Ansible on the control node and control node control.example.com as follows, and install the required packages. So that's why let's move on here. So let me run this script first so that it can prepare my lab environment, and I can, you know do my preparation as per the RHCE questions here. So now you can see admin user is there, and Ansible package is not installed. So let's first install Ansible package. So it is installing this Ansible package, and apart from that, the dependencies SSH pass and Python 3. Okay, you can see it is installed. So let me check the version first. 22.8 is the version here, Ansible 2.8. So let's proceed. Uh, Before proceeding, make sure you switch to the admin user here, and I'm in the home admin. Now here, uh, as per the question, for the very first question in RSC exam, install and configure Ansible on control node, that is control.example.com. Install the required packages. We have installed the Ansible package. Create the static inventory file called uh, in this location. So in home admin, there the Ansible directory is there, and inventory file we have to create. And then on the node one is the member of dev host group. Node 2 is the member of balancers host group. Node 3 is the member of production, I mean prod host group. And the prod group is a member of web servers host group. Also, we need to create one more configuration file called ansible.cfg, where we need to mention the inventory location and the roles path. So let's perform this question. So consider this environment as a real, RSC exam preparation environment. It is. Let's proceed. So first, I'm going to create one file here. Set auto indentation number tab space 2, enter and cursor. Check the file. Yeah, correct. And now we have to check whether the Ansible directory is there or not. Yeah, it is there, and even we can see the inside the Ansible directory there is a roles directory there. So we need to switch to the Ansible directory. Now the all questions we will perform at this location. We will create the playbooks here. So let's proceed. The very first file. But before proceeding that, we need to uh, you know make a key handshake for all the with all the managed nodes from this control node. So ssh hyphen keygen. So without password it is created, and you can see here cat slash etc slash hosts. So I'm going to share this key, copy id to server a. Yes, red hat, and yes, you can see the key is added to server a. Same for server b, c, d. So let's check ssh. So ssh server a. It's working. You can see. Same for b, c, d, and other servers are also. You can see here the output without password b. So we are good with that, and we will verify uh, through the Ansible command also. But before that, we need to prepare the inventory file and the ansible.cfg. So let me create the ansible.cfg first. Yeah, as instructed in this, instructed in question first. Copy those paths from the question. This is the inventory location, and I'm going to add one more path here. So it would be USR share. It would be USR share and Ansible rules. Yes, these two paths I have added, and now let's proceed further. Let's verify this file. Yeah, home admin Ansible roles and USR share Ansible roles. Yes, let's prepare the another file called inventory as instructed as per the question. So development host group, we need balancers host group, and one more is the prod. And the prod would be uh, children of web servers host group. So let me check. Yes. So prod group is a member of web servers host group. Yeah, it's a member of. So we need to define like this. Web servers. Check the spelling. Check the typo. It's web servers. Correct. This is prod balancers and development group. Okay. So here we need to define server a dot lab dot server b. Be careful about the typo. Server c and server d. Okay, so server a Dev host group, server b balancers, server c d prod, and web servers children prod. Okay, let's check. So to check and verify here, Ansible all -m for module and ping. So due to the key handshake, you can see the result of this ping module from the Ansible. All are success. The response of the ping is pong, ping pong. So and all the status from all the servers is success. So we are good with that, and we are done with the very first question here. That's it. Now let's move. This is done. Question one. Now let's move to the question two. Here we need to create one script called yum-pack, and how to perform this. Let me show you. So it is asking that you have to prepare this file, a shell script, and runs an Ansible ad hoc command to create the yum repository. So this will create the yum repositories on all the managed nodes, managed servers. So yes, as I told you that we have to prepare the files in this location. Uh, all the playbooks and very few files. I'll tell you further. So let's bin bash the shebang. We are defining this as this shell script, and let's so Ansible all -m yum underscore repository -a -u admin, and admin through the admin user we have to execute all the Ansibles and the script files. So here the name will copy from here, the description and other parameters. Description is this one, uh, and then b- base URL is equal to enabled is equal to true, bpg check true, GPG key is we need to provide here, and then state present. Okay, so let's copy the path of the GPG key and let me copy this because we have to prepare two repositories here. One is the name base OS, and the URL of the base OS is here they have provided. So your base URL is there, and description base URL. Okay, we are done with the first repository entries, and the second repository path is to prepare. The URL is here. Make sure that there would not be any gap here. Otherwise, the repository will not prepare accordingly, and you may get errors further. Okay, so the name of the another repository is app stream. Let me check. Name base OS description base URL enable to GPG2 GPG check state present. Okay, name app stream base URL enable to GPG check true GPG key state present. That's fine. We are good with this script. Just verify once. Find ch mode executable. Yeah. So before running this script, let me show you the what is the status of managed nodes repositories before the become, A for the argument, M for the module, and you can see two repositories are already there, but the base OS and AppStream repositories are not there in server A, B, C, and D. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to run this script. Perfect. So here you can see this script ran successfully on BDCA and prepared the base OS repo, and state is present. We are good with that output, and the other repository app stream also we can see four outputs here. So the above four are for the base OS and the below four are for the app stream repository, and now I'm running the same command. Now you can see, yeah. So server C, you can see two repositories are there, description as they mentioned, and it is enabled. So actually it is copying, it is just a copy of the below repository, but you have to show this question is for, I mean, you should have a knowledge how to, prepare the repositories through the Ansible. So this question is done, and to verify a bit more, I would like to run this command cat slash etc slash yum dot repos dot b host.d slash baseos dot repo. Yeah, and you can see the entry is done. What we provided: enable true, GPG check true, GPG key, and the description. And this is base OS in server DACB. An app stream. Yeah, let me run this command. So here the base OS repo and app stream repo. Both the repositories have been created in all the managed nodes as per the question, and we have verified also. So we are good with this. Let's move to question number 3. So packages.yml. So here in this question, the three tasks they are asking: install the PHP and MariaDB packages on the host in the development, balancers, and production. That means overall, this is the host group three. So A, B, C, D, and install the development tools package. This is a group tool, group package, package group on host in only in the development. So you can see only we need to install in the development host. That is a server A. Update all the packages. So like just like patching, what we are doing, yum update -y. So we need to patch this development host server through the Ansible with the latest versions of the packages. So these three tasks we have to perform via this Ansible playbook. So let me write this playbook and execute. We are on the home admin Ansible location. Let me run this. Let me create the playbook for this. So to install and update packages or RPMS is the purpose, and then hosts. You can mention all, or if you want to mention like host group dev, comma balancers, comma prod, like this. You can mention, but here I'm going to mention as all because it is covered. All the groups are covering all the servers. That's the reason I'm mentioning here all. Remote underscore user admin. This is very important. Become true. So this will give a right equivalent to root to run to the admin user. Become true. So we run this tasks. So the first module we are going to use as a yum. Install PHP and MariaDB package. Yum name PHP from MariaDB state latest. The another one is we need to install the group package. So I'm writing here install tools group package. Let me correct the typo. So, are you able to see this? This is due to the very first file we created .vimrc in admin. So that's the reason we are getting this, enabled with the auto indentation and then numbers and tab space. When I'm pressing tab, it is moving to two, enter, and the cursor. So this would be very helpful to write the playbooks because the indentation is very important in the Ansible playbooks. So here again I'm going to use a yum module. Name is present means install, latest means the very most latest updated package. So there are three values of this state. One is present, other one is latest, and the third one is absent. Absent means to remove that. So here we can mention here LA latest, and we have to apply the condition here when inventory underscore host name books. So we are good with that, and the last one is to update all the packages. Star latest. That's it. We are done with this playbook. Let me check all the things are correct, and you can see this is the we need to take care of this indentation. Yeah. So let me save this. Check. Okay, and let me check the syntax. Ansible playbook packages and hyphen hyphen. Let's check. Perfect. It's passed. There are no errors in the playbook, and we can also run the dry run like check here. But here, I mean, either you can check the syntax and directly execute like this, and dry run is like check. I'm running the dry run also. So this will, in actual, this will not implement. It is just a dry run of the playbook. So this will install and perfect. So you can see the dry run is successful. So here you can see the installation. So as per the question, you have to install the PHP in MariaDB package on all the servers. So, but here the condition is only for the development host group, this development tools group package, and to update to patch the server. So that is the reason here in the this is the message what we have mentioned there, playbook to install and update the packages, gathering facts, install. And so here you can see change means the both the packages are installed on all the servers. And definitely we have mentioned the condition here, only apply then install this development tools group package to the development host group, that is the server A, and update all packages in the development. So that's why it is skipping the other three hosts due to the applied condition, and there are no errors. So we are absolutely good with this, and now we can finally run this. Now it is executing. and it is running. This will take some time because almost 150 plus packages are in this group package development tool. So this is going to install in server A, and I'll show you how to verify that. So installation is done. Perfect. Now it is installing the development tools group. Make sure you have to write this is case sensitive at the rate development tools. You have to write exact. So it is installing development tools group. Meanwhile, let's read the another question. Question number 4. Install the rel system roles package and create a playbook called timesync.yml. Runs on all managed nodes using the timesync role. Configure the role to use the time server. This is a time server and iburst parameter entry we need to make it. So overall, this is related with the NTP, the network time protocol NTP. So to synchronize the time with all the managed nodes. Still, the playbook is running, executing. Okay. The next question this question is related with the Apache web server. Come to configure that. Yeah, you can see successfully it is done without failed. And let's verify first the PHP and MariaDB. So let me run. So rpm-q PHP and MariaDB last. Yeah, so you can see it's installed on all these servers without date also. I can show you one more. Yeah, so it is the installation is done on all the nodes ABCD, and let's check the yum group list. So this is checking the development tools group package. Here you can see the development tools group package is installed in server A, but on other servers it is showing as available. So this is also verified. And just for your confirmation, yum update -y. So this needs to be um, it has been instructed in the question that you have to apply the patching only in the development, that is the server A. So I am running this Ansible command on server A. So you can see the output should be all updated, nothing to do, all updated. So we are good with this, verified all the parameters. So we are absolutely good with this. We are done. Now moving to question number 4, time sync. Okay. Time sync, configuring NTP, all hosts, remote user admin become true. We need here where's module. So before that, it has been mentioned to install the rel system roles package. So what is that? Once let me show you. Ansible Galaxy list. So the output of this is, it is verifying the ansible.cfg also. Whatever the paths we have mentioned here, the roles path, you are able to see here. So that means it is configured accurately. So this is a verification of ansible.cfg, and now I'm going to install the role with the name of the role is rel system rules. So are you able to see the output of this command now? Ansible hyphen galaxy, and then we have to install, one second, yum install sudo. We need a sudo yum install. Yeah, you can see rel system launch this package, rel hyphen system hyphen rules. So I'm going to install this. Only these are the two packages you need to install in the workstation. That's it. And you can see now the output of this. It has installed all the roles. Okay, so this role we are going to use. And one more thing, and sync, and here tasks, not this one, sorry. So galaxy list, this role we are going to use in our playbook of time sync. uh, not copy. So I need to copy. Whereas we need roles also. Yeah. And the last one is tasks. For that we need to mention copy from the question. And here and it's details identity true. One more parameter we need to mention here. So here it is defined dancing defaults. Okay, cat. This is the parameter you have to remember. time sync NTP server. So this role will you know configure the crony.conf and sync the NTP time and make this entry this role in the crony.conf. So this playbook is we have written this playbook and let's check. Ansible playbook time sync check. There is some issue. Let's fix that. Yeah, take care of this. That's it. Now let's execute this. Perfect. So have you seen that the indentation problem? Even if this is just if it is not indented here, the time rule. And let me show you again. I'm just saving this and I'm just running the syntax check. So you able to see the is throwing error. That's the reason indentation plays a very important role in the Ansible playbooks. So you have to take care of this. Yeah. And let me dry run this. At last, there should be no field. I mean, there should be no field. So you can ignore this because at this moment, why? We are just, we have just dry run this. So because of these changes are not done with the server and chronic.conf file is not generated. That's the reason you are seeing this field here. Now let me run in actual. Yeah, I'm seeing .yml. And you can see this time it should not throw any fail. Yeah, now you can see it is generated here. And this is just a rules ignoring. Here you can see all these red marks are just ignoring, and at the last there are no failed here errors. They are absolutely good. And now again, if you run the dry run, this time because of the file is generated, so it will not display any failed. Sorry, it should not display, but some roles are changing here. In actual, I mean, if you run this with the directly run this playbook, so you can ignore this check. It is just a dry run, but in actual, it is working fine. And the other red marks are just you know ignoring here disabled. Whenever you are trying to stop any service which is already stopped, so it will throw like these errors, and that's the reason all these red marks are, you can see it is ignoring. So we are absolutely good. And to check that, there are some commands here. So Ansible, let me Ansible all -m command -a and grep iburst iburst c /crony.conf will be. So you can see the entry is done on all the servers with the respective server, and iburst entry is also done. Now another command is also the crony package is installed on all the servers. Verify crony c -v, and here you can see it is synced. All the servers are synchronized. Star means current sync. So at the very last you can see star. So it is synced, server C is synced, server D is synced, all the servers are synced. And one more command you can run, that is a time date ctl, date ctl, and you can see it is synchronized. NTP service is active and synchronized on all the servers, managed nodes. So we have verified the output of this playbook, and we are good with this. It is done. Question number 5, Apache. So in this question we have to prepare three files. One is the main.yml, and the other one is the template file index.j2. Okay. But before that, it is mentioned that create a role called Apache in this location. So let me first create the Apache role. Simple command is there. The Ansible Galaxy list. Are you able to see this? Here we are unable to see any role inside this location. But in this location, when we install that uh, package, rel system roles, it is generated all these roles. So here it is instructed in this question we have to install the Apache under this path. So Ansible Galaxy init roles is the current path. I mean, we are in the home admin Ansible, and this is the location roles, and role name is Apache. So it is successfully created, and if I run this command, you can see this role is created Apache under this location. And Apache is the main configuration file, and main.yml, and templates file also index.html.j2. It's not there at this moment, but we have to create this file, and at last the Apache we have to call the roles. So let's proceed with this question. The Apache firewall D package. First, let me write the entire playbook, and then I will explain. Not let me mention as a latest. These are the modules. So service firewall D template. name and then state enabled to, and here we need to use the firewall the module and inside that, but before that here we need to mention, yeah, the loop, because we are using here, and that loop we need to mention as Apache TTPD and sorry and hyphen ROD service state to and T2. So and source the index G2 and destination we are good with this playbook main.yml. So yum state, okay, started to loop httpd firewall d service http, yeah. So here it is mentioned in the question, the http package is installed, enabled on boot and started, the firewall is enabled and running with the rule to allow access to the web servers template. This is the template format. So let me run this. I'm going to save this. We're good with this, and then template. Okay, so Ansible underscore FQDN, fully qualified domain name. We are done with this template also. Let me clear the screen and explain you. So this is the main .yml file we have created, and then and the other file is, this is the template file, and the last file is .yml we have to create as per the question. Here you can see the, yeah, httpd yml playbook. So and the playbook runs on only on the host in the web servers host group only. So let me run this. Let me prepare this first. Uh, Web servers remote underscore user is the admin and true, and then sorry, So it's a rules. Sorry, rules from Apache. That's it. But here one more is whether we have 1 second playbook. HTTPD playbook runs on the that's fine. We are done with that. Let's check our file is also prepared. So as I said, to address this question, for the solution, we have to prepare the three files. One is main.yml in this location. Before that, we had installed the Apache roles, and then that prepares this path. And under this, the main.yml, and this is template file called J2. J2 is the template file, Jinja template file. And this is the playbook. So HTTPD, this playbook is calling these roles Apache, and it will invoke, this through this role, these files. And I have mentioned the template file in this main.yml so that it will call, and it should execute. So let me run this first. So just a moment, let's execute Ansible playbook syntax hyphen check. Perfect. So you can see there are no errors at this moment, and we are absolutely good. Whatever we have prepared here, whatever the files we have, main.yml, the template file, and the httpd yml file. So we are absolutely good with this. And let me dry run this. So as you know that it should run on the web servers. Web servers. Okay, let me remind you again. So web servers are the production group. So because the web servers prod is the part of this member of the web servers. So web server is nothing but an server C and server D. So that's the reason it is this playbook is running only in the server C and server D because of we have mentioned here web servers and the rules. And let me re-execute. Okay, now dry run is done. Let me execute this playbook. So it should show the template. Let me verify here. So server c.lab.example.com should show me the template. Perfect. Are you able to see this is the FQDN and the IP address what we have mentioned in the template server C? And let me check for the server D also. Yeah, perfect. Server D and server C. So Apache is configured, and you can see, I mean, Control V here and then port 80. See the same, it is working, right? So we are absolutely good with this. And the Apache, you can see the HTTPD and firewall D. Both the packages are installed on the servers. And let me check the firewall D. So the firewall, 1 second, you have to list hyphen all. You have to run as a list hyphen all. Yeah. So here you can see in the server C, Uh, so HTTP, are you able to see in the server D and server C here also? So these services have been added and enabled as per the question. So we are absolutely good in the question 5 also. We are done with this, and let's move ahead with the question number 6. So use Ansible Galaxy with the requirements file called this. So we have to create this file in the roles installed. And see, this is the different path. It is instructed in the question. So that's the reason. Uh, Let me perform this question. PIM, this one. We have to mention two path here. Make sure about the typo. So the first, the name of this role is balancer, and the other role name is PHP hello. Yeah. And see, this path is mentioned in the in this question paper, but the the actual file is located in somewhere different location. So this is the location of that. So I am copying the location from this role 1 and role 2. This is just a lab environment setup. Uh, you can, whatever the path is mentioned, you have to use the same. Because the tar.gz file is not located in the direct in this folder, it is in the RHCE V8, and here the path is different due to my lab environment setup. Here the path is different. That's the reason I am not using this src and using the path as per my lab. So it's just a path. So let me save this. We're done. And uh, so what this file will do, are you able to see? Only the Apache role is there in this path rules, right? So what we have mentioned in this file, to create these two roles, I mean the balancer and PHP hello from these you know tar files. Let, let's read the question again. Use Ansible Galaxy with the requirements file called this to download and install the roles. So this will download from this location and install the roles on this location. So it should be available. The balancer and PHP hello role should be available on this location after running this script. At this moment, we are unable to see the roles here. So let me install that. Ansible Galaxy space. The command is install, and the roles install is this file we are using, and we have to install with the -r option, -r, and the path we have to also mention here -p and the roles. That's it. Uh, yeah. So let me check this path whether it is correct or not. Yeah, rules install.yml, correct. So we can see it should install on this location rules from this file. So we are absolutely good with this command, and let me execute. Yeah, successfully it is Balancer was installed successfully and PHP was installed successfully. So let me run this command again, and you can see here the two rules have been installed here in this path. We are good. We are done with this question. Question number 6 is also done. Now question 7. So this is balance.yml. So let me run this, and let me create this file balance.yml. And which path we are? Okay, let me clear the screen. Here I am. This one balance.yml, and 1 second. Skip. I hosts, and then here remote user we need to mention host first. We will define later. One remote underscore user admin to roles, and copy this escape. Now come to the question here. It is saying that we have to uh, create a playbook called this balance.yml. The playbook contains a play that runs the host in the balancers host group, here in the web servers host group, and the role is the host group, and uses the balancer role. Here it is using the PHP role. Uh, so what this will do, what this question actually will do, and what is the ask in this question. So let me first configure, let me first call these roles. One is the web servers on the PHP. So I'm copying first this web server. So I'm doing this section first. Why? Because we have to configure in this way. So web servers we have to run, that's it, and the PHP hello. I will explain later here why we are, doing this first. Hyphen PHP hello, and the web balancers host group set later with the role called balancer. So yeah, we are good. So the balancer is running on the balancers group, and the PHP is running on the web servers are nothing but a production. So production C and D. So this section is executing on the node C and D. I mean, so A, B, C, D, or E, whatever we are calling these servers in the exam environment, you will get like node 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So considering that web servers are node 4 and 5 as per the inventory, they will, as per the question. So here the web servers are nothing but a production group, and server C and D, this section will execute, and this will execute only on the B balancer. So this role will balance, it will provide the high availability. So let me explain you what this is doing. That's it, we are done with the playbook writing. Let me cat, let's check this indentation, everything is correct. Let me check like this, indentation is correct. Before executing, I want to show you what we are going to. So here this playbook contains a play runs on host web servers and uses the PHP hello role. Will browsing when implemented, this implemented. Browsing the host web server's host group, the URL php hello should produce. So let me copy that also. I'm browsing this host. Server B. Server B is nothing but a balancer. Are you able to see it is not running right now? It's not running. And server C, hello PHP, it is also not running, and server D is also not running here. Now, when I execute this playbook balance hyphen syntax check, there is some problem here. We need to fix that. So host web servers, this is correct. So hosts web servers and remote underscore user. Are you able to see remote underscore user? Sorry, we need to correct that. And yeah, we are good. I think absolutely. Try run, check. See, as I told you, the dry run will not in actual it will implement. It is just a dry run. So are you able to see when I refresh that? There are no errors. First of all, there are no errors. It is successfully implemented. The balancer from it is from the server B, and the PHP template it is the server C and D. So these all things are configuring via these rules. So even I am refreshing here, you can see the pages are not opening. So that means until and unless I don't implement in actual, let me execute this playbook and this will do the task as per the question. So now we are absolutely good. You can see here I'm just refreshing this link and you can see server B right now it is showing server C .lab.example.com, and when I am again refreshing here, are you able to see server D? Again I am refreshing server C. Here see server C is the 12 IP. When I refresh it this parameter will change as a D and 13. See 13 12 13 12 13 172 25 250 13 12 server C server D. That means the traffic is going on the server D at this moment. When I refresh now the traffic is going to server C. So this is the load balancer. That is the reason server B what the balancer role is doing. Now you got it. I hope you got it here. Now see I just refreshed and now this is also PHP page is also showing. So this is the PHP hello, that particular role. It is configured and it is this is the balancer. Server B is the balancer. And server C and server D, if I just simply run this, these are the Apache configuration which is running fine. All are running fine. We are absolutely good with this question implementation. Let's move to the further question. Question number 7 is done. It's very easy. Now the web.yml. So here there is a directory called webdev, and we have to apply some permissions and sgid. Here this permission you have to write a playbook web.yml runs on the managed nodes, in only that runs on the development. This playbook should run only on the development host group. This directory should be created, and the group of this directory, the group ownership should be Apache. Permission should be read write execute 775. The permission of this directory. SGID we need to apply. Set group ID, which is nothing but a 2. Absolute mode symbolic link. So this directory should be a we have to create the soft link and symbolic link with this directory and create the file index.html under this directory with the single line of text development. So all these we have to perform through the Ansible, not from the direct, running the commands on the server. So let's perform this. Let's do this task. Question number 8, web.yml. So always the playbook is starting with the hyphen, hyphen is the syntax. And let's write this playbook. As you know that we need to run this on the development. That's why we are not using here all on the remote user to tasks. So file, we have to use four modules here: file, and save context, and the copy module. Okay. So first I'm going to write the very first module file. We have to create the name, directory, state, mode, the permission, that is SDID, including this 2775, or you can mention like 02775, like that also. And the group Apache file, the soft link SRC. Here we have to destination, copy that path in the question. Yeah, done with that. SE context, target, and SE type. So I'll tell you one thing here. I have remembered what is the SE type here: HTTPD underscore sys underscore content underscore p, and here the target is web dev inside that. So if you forgot the, if you forget the exact syntax of this, so I'll tell you how to get this. So last one is the src, and sorry, content. Here we need to content and destination. Destination is mentioned here. Yeah, so we are done with this playbook. All parameters are done. Directory creation, directory 2775 Apache, soft link is done. So as I told you, if you let's say if you forget the SEF context, so you can use Ansible doc SEFC, and you can get these simple, sample of this, module target, how it is written here. So you can get the idea. So you can get a help of that. Now I'm going to see the one thing is important here. All the modules, it is in the one indentation, like single. It should be indent. So see, here I have not used any hyphen name. That's the reason I am directly using hyphen with these modules. Okay, now Ansible playbook web.yml syntax hyphen check. Yeah, perfect. Byron, it is not created, so check may throw error. No need to worry about that. Let's execute first. See, the check dry run is means the that content should be available. Right now it is throwing error, so we need to check what error is where www is absent. Ah, okay. There is something wrong. Where www html. S- 1 second. Yeah. Okay, I got it. Escape. Oh, I think one thing I we need to mention here is a link. Okay. Yeah. State. It is the link. We should create the link because it's a soft link. So we need to mention that as a link here. We are good with this now. Let me run. Let me try run this. Still, this will throw. This may throw. Because it is not created. The link is not created. It's just a dry run. Now I'm running in actual. We are absolutely good with this playbook. And as I told you, I mean, we have mentioned only in the development. So all the tasks have been performed in the development only. So let's check Ansible, Ansible M command hyphen E, so and then ls hyphen lrt d slash web dev b. It is created only in the development. It should, yeah. So that's the reason we are getting only the output from the server A, and you can see the SGID is performed here, RWS, right? 27 mode, what we mentioned there. So we are good with that. LRT also, let's LRT. You can see index.html is created inside that, and there is one more path where www.html. So let me copy that and check whether the linking is done or not. So linking is also done. The soft linking, the link object you can see here. Linking is done, and the content means slash webdev slash index.html should show as the content what we mentioned, development, right? So absolutely we are good with this. It is showing as development, so we are done with this question and it is verified completely. We are good with this question 8 also. It is done. Now question 9. It's very simple. I mean, we have to create one file with the password, word password, valued. Mention these parameters. That's fine. Let me. You can ignore all these red marks, no, because it is implementing only in the A. So valued.yml. Sorry, we have to run Ansible hyphen vault create this one valued.yml. Now it is asking the new password and the password they have mentioned. Here it is the password encrypt decrypt vault is at north. So now we have to mention these two parameters as per the question. These two parameters have been defined. Now saving this file. Now if you want to see this file, you can see ls-lrt. This file is there, but this is created through the Ansible Vault. So you can't see this file, it is encrypted. You can see. So as per the question, they said that you have to use this password. Password should be stored in this file. Echo, yeah, it is stored now. You can see. So imagine that this file also, and would be encrypted. Right now, it is using this password at north. And let me run this command Ansible vault. This time view uh, value dot hyphen vault password file password.txt. So you can see we are able to see the content through by passing the this file password.txt, because and if you want to directly see, if you are aware about the password, you are just running and just giving this password, you can see this the parameters. So now the question is performed and 100% we have verified also. So we are good with this question number 10. So now only 6 questions are left. So we are going to perform question number 10, which is nothing but an etc host file we need to generate on all the managed nodes. First, creating this template host.j2. So the path is there. You have to you have to use this path and download this. So I'm going to, because my lab environment is different. So here is the link. So I'm going to first download. Yeah, wdlsflrt wget. Yes. Let me. Okay, so percent. It's all percent. Uh, Ansible underscore FQDN. Yeah. So see, we are defining here template host. Yeah. 1 second. It is corrected. Yeah. This is right. So let's move forward and then percent and 4% to correct this bracket. We are done with the template. So this is the host file. You know that the first IP address is there, the FQDN and the hostname. So this just a format of that. Ansible underscore default underscore IPv4 dot address, and let's save this. Let me create the another YML file genhost.yml as per the question. Yeah. So we have to create in all the hosts become to then the template that we are using. Template SRC and destination. So SRC is a J2 and the here the see in the exam we need to mention create the file etc hosts, but at this moment my etc host is defined with the lab setup, so I don't want to disturb this file. Hence I'm just creating, instead of etc host I'm just creating etc my hosts. So in exam you have to mention etc hosts. So I don't want to disturb the current configuration host file. That's the reason. And this needs to be apply in only we need to create. You can see this condition. So here the IP address first and FQDN in this format and the hostname. That's the reason I have mentioned that template format, so that it will create this format in all the five all the hosts. But here the condition is when completed the file etc host on the host in the development host group. Please note here development should have a line in each managed host. So we have to mention here when inventory underscore host name in groups div. We're done with that. Now cat host.j2 and cat gen. Let me check the syntax. Ansible playbook gen. There is some problem here in the question number 10. So let's go to that particular file. Yeah, here it is mentioned as a template. So what could be the error? Let's see. So we need to, yeah, it's correct. There's no concern. Let me check. When inventory. hosts all remote underscore user admin become template src and etc my host inventory underscore host name in groups there. Yeah, src destination team. So I think there is some issue with the template. So let me check that this seems correct. There is no issue, no concern. Let me check. Let me check the host.j2 or host in groups all. Host in groups all. Percent. Yeah, that is also correct. Host was host. Ansible IPv4 address. Ansible hostname. Ansible FQDN. This seems correct. That's and the M4. Yeah, we're good with this. Let me read on this. Yeah, should not. One condition we have applied. Let me read on that and check on this. Still it is showing here. It is saying become true template. Okay, something is wrong here. Absolutely fine. I think there is some issue with this. It's saying syntax error PYML. Why it is throwing syntax error? Depending on this, become true here. Let me rewrite this. Sometimes might be there some special characters. So yeah, this is the same format. I don't think it should. Yeah, I think here this is the concern. So we have already added the tasks templates. Okay, so I think there is there might be, yeah, there is a typo here. User. I told you you have to be very careful and this time let me execute. Yeah, now you can see. Let me try run because the file is not available, so it may throw the red mark error source, but it is running. Server A, yeah. So let me execute this playbook. Yeah, absolutely, and you can see Ansible all hyphen m command module. You can use shell also. Hyphen a argument and then cat slash etc slash my hosts file. In I'm running on all, but this will show on the B only. Uh, 1 second, cat slash etc. So it is changed, right? Yeah, but it is not showing the file. Why? Because etc. Oh, it has changed the hosts file because I have mentioned here my host file. It should be my host file. That's the reason. Now I am running the playbook again. So that's the reason my host file was not there, and now if you see the command output, it is showing here my host file. It is generated successfully. So we are good with this also. Absolutely, this is done. Question number 10. And if I remove this condition from here, I mean, if we mention remove this condition from here, this will execute on all the nodes. Okay, so we are good. Let's go to the question number 11. So here we have to create the SW report.yml which will fetch the hardware reports of this. So let me create this YML file as per the question playbook. PWT, clear the screen. Uh, VIM 11 question we are performing, and this entire playbook is for you know the hardware report, to fetch the hardware report. So and then become true, and here tasks, you have to get URL hyphen get for URL, the URL, and then destination. So URL for the uh, this URL we need to copy. Yeah, this URL. But because the this is not located here and it is located here, so I'm copying this. You can assume like I'm copying this path I'm mentioning here, and the destination would be slash root slash sw report dot txt. It is here, right? Yeah, root sw report dot txt. Correct. Here, let's me let's go to. Let me check the another parameter would be replace hyphen replace, and then place, and destination is this. Replace is the no, this one, the item dot destination. Here it would be item dot src, and then here we need to run the loop src and destination, all these for all these. So how many parameters are there? One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. Let me define that. src, we have to write here like this, host name, right? Yeah, the host name. The another one is BIOS version. BIOS version. One is the memory. This one is the B size. Yeah, and the BDC size. One more here. Escape to and VD size and VDC. Yeah. Now let's define the parameter of that. Ansible underscore hostname, Ansible underscore hostname, and Ansible underscore BIOS underscore version. Then the next one is the Ansible underscore mem total underscore MB, and the VDB size is the Ansible devices dot VDB dot size, and Ansible VDB dot size. Here VDA should VDA size devices VDB size, and Ansible underscore devices underscore VDC dot sorry, dot VDC dot size. Here also it should come as a dot, and if the size is not, I mean the disk is not available, then the default is we are defining as none. Yeah, and it is done. So we are done with the playbook. Let's check. Ansible -playbook HW report check. Absolutely, we are good with that. Let me try run. Perfect. Okay, it is not available. That is the reason I think it is throwing error. Let me execute that. Because the report is not available. There's the reason check is. Now you can see the VDB size. I think there is some issue. Better you define the in the double quotes, sorry, double bracket here. Let me check Ansible hostname, Ansible BIOS version, Ansible mem total MB, correct devices dot VDA dot size and devices dot VDB size. Okay, that's fine. And root, yeah, seems okay now. Good with that. Running the dry run. Mhm. Are you able to see the size now? So we are good with that. And let me run this. Perfect. So here you can see the size of the disk VDB on all servers, VDC on all servers, the VDB on all servers, and VDC disk is not available. Let me verify. Now we are done with the question, but let's verify. Ansible all hyphen m command lsblk. Very important command. So you can see the VDC is not there in any server. That's the reason it is defining as none. But VDB it is 5 GB and VDA is 10. So in all servers VDA is 10, VDB is 5. So now if I check cat slash root slash uh, hw report.txt in all servers, so you can get all the servers here. It is not, the data is not reflecting here, so that is the another concern. Let's verify what is wrong here, why it is not reporting the data accurately. So we have not, one second, all admin become tasks, get URL replace. Yeah, these all are correct. Remote underscore user. Okay, I think I have not downloaded the template. Now it should run. Should copy that and it should run on all the servers now. Still, I'm unable to see the data. So that means something wrong in the playbook. Let's debug that. This should not take much time. Why the data is not being reflected? Playbook is running fine, but why the data is not reflecting here? I think there is some issue with the URL. Yeah, here, what is the URL they have mentioned? Yeah, everything is correct here, so it should not be a problem. Let me. So where is the problem? Item.src dash destination. Okay. Uh, Execute because while executing it is showing the data. So I think we are absolutely good. But why it is not generating the playbook output in the yeah it's trying and here you can see the data also we are absolutely good but why it is not fetching in the Ansible all SW report. So it is not still reflecting. So we need to debug that. Let's move. Yeah, so the the problem seems to be here. So it should be like that. There is an indentation problem here. Let me run this time. It is showing data here. No, still it's not showing. That means we need to debug. I think there is some technical issue with the file SW report. But let me. Yeah, indentation is done already. It is correct. And let me rerun this report again. Ansible hyphen playbook HW report .yml syntax check. Yeah, so it is running. It's it's not the syntax is pass. So let me dry run. That's fine because the file is not available there. Now I'm running this. Yeah. So now it ran completely successfully, and now I'm checking the file. Sorry, I am. I should check the file instead of. We check the file. Now you can see all the data is available there. VDC is not there. So okay, all the data it is showing. This VDC is not there. That is the reason. While running the playbook, VDC size is coming as none. So let's move further on the question number, because two disks are only available, VDA and VDB. So we are good with this. Let's move to question number 12. Okay, so this is just we need to we modify the file content playbook. Okay, modify.yml. It's fine. So let me let me create this file. Sorry, VIM. Okay, so here we have to, as per the question, let's read the question first. 12, it is saying the playbook runs on all inventory hosts. The playbook replaces the contents of etc issue. Okay, that's fine. So let's write the playbook. Hosts all remote underscore user admin become true copy content destination and one inventory underscore host name in groups. First is development, I think, yeah. So the etc slash issue there. So this will write to this file etc issue. That's it. The web servers are having, I think, test content, and the last one is the production. It will run in the prod group. This should run in the balancers. Let's check. Test should run. Yeah, this should run on the balancers, dev and prod, and content should be development, test, production. That's fine. We are good with this. Absolutely. And right now, let me show the answer. Let me run this command first. Check the answer. Ansible all hyphen m command hyphen a cat slash etc slash issue. What this playbook will do, I mean, here you can see there is, nothing content available in the etc issue here. Now I'm running this playbook. Let's modify Ansible hyphen playbook, modify syntax check. This file is running fine. Try run. Yeah, and now finally running this. We are absolutely good with that. Yeah, let me check the file is created with that required contents or not. Successful. So the server A is the development, as you know, development group. Server B is from the balancers, and server C and D are the production. That's what the reason it is showing as a production. So we have successfully, implemented this question. 12. This is very, just we need to apply the key for this particular YML file, secret.yml. So we need to download them as as it is mentioned in the question. So secret.yml, copy wget. Now Ansible hyphen vault. Key is the keyword here, and need to apply on the secret.yml. What is the password? They said the current password is curabet and new password is newware. So current password is curabet. Yeah, curabet newware. This is the rekey. I mean, we need to set the new password. That's it. And rekey is successful. We are good with that. So if I right now the new password is copied. So if I run the view and provide the password, it is saying what is the content of the file. So rekey has been successfully applied. Question number 13 is also done. Now the second last question, which is the user one, and the last one is the LVM. So let me write the playbook for the users. So I will not take much time here. So I'm just writing this playbook. It should be first we need to download the user list.yml. So user list.yml, copy link location. All these files would be available to download in the exam itself. So wget user list Okay, so three users are mentioned: Joe, Bob, and Alice, and these are the job roles: manager, developer, and manager. Now, going forward, user list. So, using the password vault, create user.yml, we have to create. So, let's write this uh, playbook. The control and the so to save the time, I mean, I'm just as I have already performed this question earlier, so I'm just writing this playbook like this. Here we need to mention the variables where files. This is using this file, and this is the entire playbook. What we have to write to create the users. So here, we are good with that. Let me check the syntax. Ansible hyphen playbook. Oh, sorry. So we need to run this with the vault. So the to run this playbook, we have to run in this way because we are providing the vault file also. So so we need to run like this: vault hyphen password hyphen file password.txt. Yeah, yeah. Now it is running fine, and same like the dry run also can run. So now finally we are running playbook. So Bob, Alice, and Joe Bob Alice should be created in the respective servers. So I'm just running id hyphen a Joe. So let's see where it is created. It is created in server D and server C and D prod as per the question requirement. And Bob is created, I think, it should be in server production only CND. Bob and Joe is created in CND, and Alice is created in only so Alice is created in CND also. I think there is an issue with the playbook. User list inventory underscore when development. Uh, yeah, so it's saying user list tasks group name item present loop DevOps ops manager name item dot name. See the concern is here. We need to use users. This is because it is using as a module, so it should be users. Here it is mentioned as the user, so I'm just changing it as a users, and and here also changing to users. And let me change in the user list also users. Now let me run the command. Change in B, yeah, in B also it's changed. Now C, Joe is created in C and D. Bob. Now you can see, sir, now it is B and A, C and D, B and A, right? That is a development and balancers, right? So we are good with this and Alice. Yeah, so I think previous output is C and D. Yeah. So in the production, Joe and Alice is created in the production, but Bob is created in the development and balancers. I just want to verify what was the earlier output. Yeah, CD. Yeah, that is also good. The okay. We are okay because it is C and D and here A and B. Yeah, we are good. Absolutely. Now the very last question. Uh, it is verified. We are done with the question 13 also. Sorry, 14 also. Now the last question is the uh, LVM. So let's create the playbook for that. So lv.yml I process all ignore underscore errors to ignore underscore errors to then just here lvol lv to define VG and the size, and that's the state. So LV name is data, its search size is 1500 MB, and the state is equal to present. So we are done with that. Hyphen file system, FS type, EX294 they have mentioned here in the question. As per the question, it is mentioned FS type EX294 device would be slash deo slash is search. Make sure about the path should be VG name and the LV name, and then here we need to mention to debug MSG messages there. Which is the when condition. One more debug we have to mention. And at very last, in here the condition is 800 MB. If the size is not available, then we have to create the 800 MB when the size is not available. So here the condition would be when messages also will let me put it for, but let me mention first the Ansible underscore LVM dot VGS dot size underscore G less than 1.5. G is here for GB. The same condition will get apply here also escape E. Message would be LV. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and here we have to mention Ansible underscore LVM dot VGS dot search dot size. Sorry, size is not defined. That's fine. Here, copy this message. So it is clearly mentioned if the volume group does not exist, then it should print the message VG not found. If the VG cannot accommodate 1500 size, and then it should print LV cannot be created with the following size. Then LV should be created with the 800 MB of the size. We should not perform here any mounting as suggested. So yeah, uh, I'm done with the playbook and seems okay here. Just checking the parameters, and me 800 MB 1500, yeah, that's fine. Let me execute this LVM playbook and see what is the output. Ansible, first clear the screen at lv. That's fine. Ansible hyphen playbook lv. Yeah, perfect. Good with that. We run this. How it goes? So it is ignoring no errors. No, this is ignoring due to the it can't accommodate the size. And right now, before running the actual, I want to show you one second. Ansible all hyphen m hyphen a. You can see the LVM is not created yet in any of the server, but here you can see in server all the VDB sizes are 5, but here one moment, here it is 2G, 2G, 2GB size there, but here in server D it is only 1 GB approx. So in the server D, if I check the PVS-A-O plus devices, all the servers, what is the PV status? You can see now VGS. This is I'm showing before running the actual playbook. So VGS, uh, VGS AO devices. It should create. So here we run only the VGS command. VGS is only in the three servers. It is 2 GB, 2 GB, but in the server D 1 GB is there. So let me execute the playbook now. But before executing, finally I want to run the LVS command in front of you. LVS hyphen A hyphen O plus B. You can see the output is nothing. Now I'm going to run this playbook. It's running now actually, and you can see, yeah, A, B, and D. It is server C don't have any. So I'm running the same command again. Now you can see the LV is created. It is 1.5, 1500, 1.5, and as per the condition, I mean server D don't have accommodate that much size, so 800 MB LV is created successfully. So we are pretty much good with this output. Absolutely, whatever the question is there, we are done with the it's performed now as per the required LVM. So we have performed all the 15 questions successfully here for the RHCE, and yeah, we are done. So thank you very much.